here is a review of solving linear equation. I have a linear equation 2x minus 4 equals to 8. Why is this a linear equation? It is an equation because we have a left hand side equals to the right hand side. It is linear because the variable x is raised to the first power. So solve linear equation, you are going to work some line, all right? You're going to do some work, and then at the end of the problem, you will have x equals to a number, right? So you have x equals to a number, so that means we are trying to isolate x on one side. So how do you get rid of the 4? So this is a minus 4. To get rid of the 4, you have to add 4 on both sides. In the past, I see people do this, so they plus 4, they do a plus 4 like that. So this is one of the things that you can do. Another thing that you can do is, you are very familiar with this, you can just go ahead and then write the first line. So you have 2x equals to 8 plus 4. The way I think about this is I am moving numbers across the equal. So this is a minus 4, right? Minus 4, minus 4. The minus follow a sign followed by a number. So the whole thing is a minus 4. Once you move the minus over to the other side, you change the minus to a plus. So if you move the a from the right hand side to the left hand side, you change the a to a minus 8 if you move the a over here. So minus 4, move that across the equal, that becomes a plus 4. So you have 2x equals to 12, and then you have 2x equals to 12, and then the next step that you can do is you divide both sides by 2. 2 times a number equals to 12. So that number is equal to 12 divided by 2. So you divide both sides by 2, and then you get x equals to 12 divided by 2 is equals to 6, and then you box your final answer. How do you know that x equals to 6 is a correct solution? So to check your work, so you can write check. All you have to do is you plug in 6 back to the equation. So you have 2 times 6 minus 4 equals to 8. You have 12 minus 4 equals to 8. So 12 minus 4 in fact is equals to 8. So this is a check. All right, so let's do the next one, the next equation. Let's try something else. How about negative 3x plus 6 equals to 10? Subtract 6 on both sides. If you don't like writing like this, because like if you keep writing this, the work looks kind of messy. So usually I don't write the minus 6 out. I will just do a minus 3x and then equal 10 minus 6. I will just write a whole line instead of writing the minus 6 and the plus 4, because like if you have a very long equation, you write like 8 lines of work. If you do this for every single line, the work is kind of messy in my opinion. 10 minus 6 is equals to 4. You have negative 3x equals to 4, and then you divide both sides by negative 3. So divide both sides by negative 3, and then you have x equals to 4 over negative 3. You just keep the fraction. Okay, so this is the solution to the equation. And then to check your work, you simply plug in. So negative 3 times negative 4 over 3 plus 6 equals to 10. How do you do that? The negative 3 and the negative 3 is cancelled. So you have a 4 plus 6 equals to 10. And then this is a check. All right, so how about we have this, something else? So how about a 2 over 3x equals to 20? How about this 2 over 3x equals to 20? So how do you solve this? Oh, by the way, the x is called a variable, right? The number in front of x, we don't call that a number. We call this a coefficient. So coefficient variable. All right, so this problem, to get rid of the 2 over 3, you simply multiply the reciprocal. Again, you simply multiply the reciprocal on both sides. So reciprocal, so on both sides, we multiply 3 over 2. As long as you multiply both sides by the same number, the equations won't change. So let's say you have a 10 equals to 10. Okay, you can picture such equation in your mind. 10 equals to 10. As long as you multiply or divide both sides by the same number, the equations won't change, right? You can multiply both sides by a half. You can divide both sides by 2. The equation won't change, right? Left hand side is still equal to the right hand side. You only change the number, but the equation is equal. The equal is true, right? So 10 equals to 10, divide both sides by 2, you have 5 equals to 5. All right? Okay, multiply. So you have the 3 cancels with the 3, the 2 cancels with the 2, you have a x, and then on the other side, you have a 20 divided by 2, which is 10. So you have 20. Let's work the math out. And then here is how the math can be done. 1 and then 10. 10 times 3. You have x equals to 30. That is the solution. And then how do I know this is right? Just do a check. So check. You have 2 over 3 times 30 equals to 20. So the 3 is a 1. This is a 30 divided by 3 is 10. 2 times 10, you have 20 equals to 20. And then this is a check. All right, so let's do another one. So how about, let's pick a different color. Let's pick orange. How about 4x minus 8 equals to 7 plus 10x? I usually keep all the x on one side. So let's keep the x on the left hand side. So I will just go ahead and subtract both sides by 10x. So I will just perform a 4x. You want to subtract, right? How do I know this is a subtract, not plus? Because this is a plus. This is a plus. In order to get rid of the plus 10x on the right hand side, I have to do the opposite, which is a minus 10x on both sides. So minus 10x. Let's don't move that the 8 equals to 7. How about the 10x on the right hand side? It is gone because you subtract 10x on both sides. Another way, which is my favorite way to think about this, the first time when I learn equations in my life, is this is what is processing in my mind. I have a plus 10x, right? It is a plus. You move the plus across the equal, the plus becomes a minus. So you have a 4x minus 10x. If you want to move the 4x to the right hand side, that becomes 10x minus 4x, because this is a past the 4. You want to move the 8 to the right hand side. For example, the minus 8 becomes a plus 8. It's like moving a plus or a minus across the equal. The equals is like a bridge. You have left hand side, right hand side, a bridge to connect them. Every time you move a number across the bridge, you reverse the sign from plus to minus, from minus to plus, vice versa. Okay. Back to the business. 4 minus 10 is equals to negative 6. And then minus 8 equals to 7. So this is a minus 8. You move that to the other side, or you add 8 on both sides. So you have negative 6x. 7 plus 8, that is equals to 15. This is equals to negative 6x. And then the solution is, you have x equals to, you divide 6 on both sides. So let's write that out. You divide negative 6 on both sides. So what is x equals to? So x is equals to 15 divided by negative 6. This can be reduced, right? You can divide top and bottom by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So x is equals to negative 5 over 2. So there are two special cases you see once a while when it comes to solving equation. So the first special case, this case is called no solution. Sometimes you don't get a solution. So let's say you have a 2x minus 4 equals to 2x plus 13. Let's say you are trying to solve this. All right, so keep all the x on one side. So I will just move the 2x to the left hand side. So that becomes a 2x minus a 2x. All right, and then you would like to move the minus 4 to the other side. And then what do you get? You have a 13. It was a minus. You move that to the other side. The minus becomes a plus. And then you have a 0, right? 2x minus 2x is gone. And then a 12. 13 plus 4 is equals to 17. Now, there is no x in the final answer. You have 0 equals to 17. Is 0 equals to 17? No way, right? So this is not true. This is false. What does that mean? When you have a number equals to another number, but the equals is not true, in this case, the equation has no solution. What is the other situation? The other situation is another special case. That case is many solution. So let's demonstrate that. So this is another special case. So special case. This case is many solutions. Let's say I have 5x plus 15 equals to 5 times x plus 3. Do you still remember distribution? I am trying to distribute the 5 to the x and the 3. So you want to take 5 multiplied by x, 5 multiplied by 3. So the right hand side is 5 times x, 5 times 3. So you have 5x equals to plus 15. The left hand side and the right hand side, they are completely identical. When you get rid of the x, so you have a 5x. Next step, I move the plus 5x over to the left hand side. The plus becomes a minus. And then the 15, you move that to the other side. The plus 15, this is a plus, right? So that becomes a minus. You have this 15. Subtract the 15 from the left hand side. So at the end of the day, you have a 0 equals to 0. A number equals to another number. In this case, this is true. 0 is equals to itself. So this is true. So in this case, the equation has many solutions. What is many solutions mean? Many solutions means x can be any number. So x can be any numbers. So that means at the very beginning, like in this equation, you can let x be any number you want, plug in x, the left is always equal to the right. In the previous case, no solution, it doesn't matter what x you choose, the left is not equal to the right. Okay, so since I mentioned distribution, this video is meant to be a review video, right? So let's review distribution a little bit. So let's review. So let's review distribution. All right, so let's review distribution. Let's say just a review, right? Review means you study that in the past. I'm trying to bring your memory back. So let's say I have a negative 2 times x plus 6. So you have to distribute negative 2 to the x and to the positive 6. So you have negative 2 times x, negative 2x, and then negative 2 times positive 6. Negative times positive, you get a negative minus 12. All right, how about negative 3, negative 8 minus 7x? Distribute. Negative 3 times negative 8, negative 3 times negative 7x. So negative times negative, positive, and then this is a positive 21x. All right, it's not that difficult, right? How about 5 distribute? Distribute, right? So let's say I have a class of 40 students. I want to distribute an exam, give everybody an exam. So distribute an exam to everybody's table. So I stop by each table, just drop down something. So the 5, I have to stop by each term inside the parenthesis, multiply the 5. Negative 2 plus 3x minus 4y. Another way to describe this is every term or every member inside the parenthesis, they all share the 5. So the 5 belongs to every single one of them. So 5 times negative 2, 5 times 3, 5 times negative 4. All right, there you go. That is a quick review for distribution. All right, so let's don't make the video too long. So that will be the end of this video. Stay tuned for more video in the future. Signing out.